Climate change. What is it? I'm going to explain that to you right now. So, climate change is the change in global or regional climate patterns, in particular, a change apparent from the mid to late 20th century onwards and attributed largely to the increased levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of fossil fuels. That's what Google told me. So, in my own words, I describe climate change as the rise and or fall of temperatures over a certain amount of time due to the amount of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere. The rise in temperatures causes Earth's surface to warm, which is also known as global warming, because Earth's surface, the globe, warms. So that's global warming. Global warming increases both extremes of the water cycle. It causes stronger storms and a rise in sea levels. The rise in sea levels comes from the melting of ice caps such as Antarctica. When the Earth's surface warms, the ice caps melt and melted ice is water, so that melted ice gets added into the ocean and then the sea levels rise. Excuse me. According to recent TED Talks, Earth is gaining 0.6 of a watt per square meter each day. This is equivalent to exploding 400,000 Hiroshima atomic bombs a day for 365 days a year. Crazy, right? Climate change doesn't just cause global warming. It can also cause diseases to spread. For example, malaria. Malaria is most commonly spread through mosquitoes. So if temperatures start to rise, mosquitoes survive longer in hotter temperatures. So temperatures start to rise, then there's more mosquitoes surviving, meaning more humans and more people are being infected with malaria. So the warmer it is, the more malaria being spread. Also, hotter summers have expanded the geographical range of deer ticks. If a deer tick bites an infected rodent and then bites you, you'll get infected. So the more deer ticks there are, the more diseases that are spread from rodents to humans. There are also many pathogens that cause diarrheal diseases to reproduce quicker in warmer conditions. So that's another disease that is spread through climate change. Back to the mosquitoes. Sudden deluges leave behind puddles of standing water, moisture that mosquitoes need to hatch their eggs, which means hotter weather is shortening the egg's incubation time, like the amount of time that the egg needs to finish growing. So the hotter it is, the faster the egg grows and the faster mosquitoes spread. Now I'm going to share 10 more facts about climate change. So first, the global temperature on an average has increased from 0.6 to 1 degree Celsius till the 20th century. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. Now I'm going to share 10 more facts about climate change. So 1, the global temperature on an average has increased from 0.6 to 1 degree Celsius till the 20th century. And it doesn't really sound like a lot, but it really is. 2, the United States constitutes 5% of the world population and contributes to 22% of world's carbon emissions. 3, around 15% of the carbon released in the environment is due to deforestation and change of use of land. So deforestation is like cutting down all the trees in one area and then building apartments there or something. Like, that's crazy. And we do that a lot. Like, so many forests and just areas of land have been destroyed just to build buildings. It's crazy. 4, the golden toad is the first species to go extinct due to climate change. 5. Vehicles like cars and trucks contribute to 20% of carbon emissions in the United States. 6. Air conditions and heating elements consume 50% of electricity in America. That's crazy. 7. Hurricanes, droughts, and coral deaths are few of the natural disasters caused by climate change. 8. Climate change enhances the spread of pests that cause life-threatening diseases like dengue, malaria, and Lyme disease, like we talked about before, the mosquitoes, and deer ticks going from rodents to humans, etc. Number 9. The hottest years have been experienced since 1990 till 1997. The warmest years have been from 2005 to 2010. And number 10. The number of climate change related incidents have increased fourfold between 1980 and 2010. So climate change related incidents include like malaria spreading and the ticks and sea levels rising causing floods in like cities and the stronger storms, etc. Like there have been crazy amounts of those type of incidents from 1980 and 2010. So yeah, that's all I have to say about climate change and spread of diseases with climate change. And what I think about climate change is, like, I feel like there's no way that we can control it, but then there is, like, it's just gonna take a lot of people to stop or, like, slow down climate change, because it mostly comes from driving cars, because like you drive cars and it releases fossil fuels and those go into the atmosphere and change the climate. And almost like the whole world, everybody in the whole world drives, like, or is gonna drive sooner or later. And that's a lot of cars to stop from driving. Like you can't just completely stop from driving. You can try, but there's still billions of people driving everywhere else. So that's how I think we can change it, but we can't. So yeah, thanks for watching.